Back to school. Mr. Gonzalez was a janitor. He was unhappy with his career. He was a smart man. He knew he could do more with his life. Mr. Gonzalez wanted to go back to college. He had always dreamed of becoming a teacher. If he finished college, this could come true. Mr. Gonzalez was 40 years old. His children told him he was too old to go back to college. "You will look like a grandpa," they joked. "That's not true," said Mr. Gonzalez. "I will be the wisest student there." Mr. Gonzalez graduated from college 4 years later. His children were very proud of him. The car accident. Nancy was 16 years old. She wanted to learn how to drive. Her parents were too busy to teach her. Nancy asked her older sister to help her. She didn't have any time either. Nancy was frustrated. "I'm sure driving isn't even that hard," thought Nancy. One night, she waited for everyone to go to bed. She sneaked downstairs. She grabbed the car keys and went outside. She was going to teach herself to drive. Nancy turned the engine on. She backed the car up slowly. Then, she pressed the gas pedal. She had no idea the car was that fast. She hit a small bump and pressed the brake. When she looked back, she saw a dark shadow. She had run over her dog. The new gardener. Taylor wanted a new hobby. He enjoyed looking at flowers. He decided to try planting some flowers himself. Gardening looked easy and relaxing. First, he tried planting some orchids. After 1 week, they dried up. Taylor was confused. He had watered them every day. He did not give up. Next, he planted a rose bush. After 1 week, caterpillars had eaten the whole plant. Taylor still tried again. He planted some beautiful petunias. After 1 week, they were killed by weeds. He was not a good gardener. "Wow," thought Taylor. "This is harder than it looks." He decided to go back to watching TV in his free time. Big hair. Dorothy had very curly hair. She hated it. "It's too big," she always complained. Dorothy wanted to be an actress. All the actresses she knew had straight hair. It always looked perfect and smooth. Every morning, Dorothy was up at 5 a.m. She spent 2 hours straightening her hair. One morning, Dorothy had a big acting audition. She was running very late. There was no time to straighten her hair. "I'm never going to get the job with this hair," she thought. She was wrong. As soon as the director saw Dorothy, she was hired. "Your hair stands out so much," he said. "You must love it." "Of course I do," replied Dorothy. Peer pressure. Kelly Moore and her friends went to the beach. Kelly did not know how to swim. All her friends were having fun in the water. "Come in," they kept shouting. "Stop being a chicken," she heard them say. Kelly hated being teased. She finally decided to jump into the water. Right after she went in, a big wave struck them. Kelly panicked. She couldn't fight the strong water. When she finally surfaced, she couldn't see any of her friends. The wave had pulled her away. Luckily, a surfer spotted her. He took her back to shore. The only bright side to her day was that the surfer had a great body.